As we all know, content creation is very time consuming and at the same time highly mentally draining work out there, because we basically spend hours every single day researching content ideas, scripting our videos, editing our videos, uploading the videos. Even whilst uploading, we still do a lot of work on it. Like basically, I used to spend about 2 to 4 hours every single day working on one single video. Well, in recent times, I've been able to cut this usual 4 hours of work to barely 1 hour, 30 minutes to 2 hours. And how did I do it? Well, it's basically by using AI to automate my whole workflow. And the best part is that what this AI is actually used to automate my content creation workflow are all free for you. So if you're a content creator out there who actually goes through this hassle every day, spending hours working on simple content, then you don't have to stress yourself again. All you need to do is simply watch this video to the very end as I share with you these free AI tools and how you can actually use them to actually streamline your content creation workflow. And I'm going to take you through a step-by-step guide as well. So with this said, I'm not taking much of your time. Let's get down to business. Now, when it comes to the AI tools I use in streamlining my content creation workflow, there are very few. Number one is actually the VidIQ AI tool, and then secondly, I use NoteGPT. Thirdly, I use a tool like ChatGPT, and then finally, I use a tool like Adobe AI Podcast. Now, each of these tools actually have their own duty in my workflow, as I will share with you right now. So, with these two already listed, you can see that all of them are 100% free for you to use. So, all you need to do is simply now watch this video and see me use these tools for each of their duties. So guys, when it comes to my content creation AI automation workflow, the process is basically simple. I basically start off with VidIQ. Now what I do with VidIQ is simple. I come over to VidIQ and then I come over to where it says coach. Now I come over to where it says AI chart. Now over here, the first thing I do is simply I tell this AI to actually help me audit my channel. Now what I do is simple. They have the prompt here, so I'll just click on it. Can you audit my channel? Now, this basically allows the AI to audit my channel to get an idea about what my channel is all about, so that it can actually help me come up with some content that actually relates to what my audience are actually interested in. So once I give it this prompt, I just sit back and then let it finish up. Now, after the AI finish auditing my channel, basically the process of auditing helps it understand what your channel is about, the sort of videos you create, and also help you know which niche you actually belong in. Niche. Now basically, once I give you this, now the purpose of this one is simply to let this AI go out there and then come up with some keywords idea. So instead of me going out there, going to do some tedious keyword research, brainstorming which video should I make next, now I basically don't stress myself. I let this AI actually do the whole work for me. Now you see, once I give it this, it's going to give me a list of keywords there with their search volume and so forth and so on. Now you can see the overall score, the competition, and every single thing. It gives me the full data here. Now once it does this, the next thing I do is simply I just take this one here, YouTube automation. I take this particular keyword and then I come over to VidIQ keyword research. I'll come over to the keyword research aspect of VidIQ. Now I'll just paste in this particular keyword. Now once I paste it in, I'll hit on search. Now I want to see if this keyword is really good. You can see so far search volume is very high and the competition is low. Now after this, I'll come over to matching terms. Now over here at matching terms, I basically look at some video ideas that I can create. Like for example, this one here is a great idea, YouTube automation full course. I can just copy this. So now guys, once I confirm that the keyword suggested by this AI is actually doing good and I've gotten a term from the matching term system, now I move on to the next stage. Now in this stage, this is where I actually use ChatGPT to do some work again. So now basically here's what I tell ChatGPT. Now you see, I use VidIQ to come up with the content ideas. Now I use ChatGPT to come up with a title idea and then also for the scripting. So now basically, I'm going to go with this first one here, which actually goes with me, well, YouTube automation full course step-by-step guide for beginners. Now I'll copy this particular title. Now you see that I have the title now. So the next thing I'll do here is simply come over here and then probably open a Google Doc file. And then I'll paste this title in here. So now I have the title for the video. Now the next thing is simply once I have my keyword, I have my title. Now we'll move on to the scripting aspect. So for that, I go on to scripting. Now for this, I'll just tell ChatGPT. Now basically, I'll just sit back and then let ChatGPT do the scripting for me. Now here's one thing you need to know. I don't actually use the full script that ChatGPT gives to me. I modify the script. Yes, I do modify the script. Now the next thing is simply we need to look at other content, other videos within the same topic as well to see how they also do VR, so we can get a little bit of idea from there and use it to modify what ChatGPT has given to us. So for that, I'll come over here, search in the keyword that we're actually creating our video about, which is YouTube automation full course. Now once I do that, basically let me just take this as an example. So what you need to do is simply copy the video link, probably the top 5 ranking for this particular title. You copy all their link. Now you come over to NoteGPT. Now this is the third AI on our list that we are using. Now you head over to NoteGPT. So once we open up NoteGPT, what we are doing here is simple. We basically just have to paste in those video links. Now you can put in the links in bulk as well, but for this video let me just take it one at a time. Now once you put it in here, you click on the summarize. So now guys, now once you hit on the summarize button, now the AI is actually going to summarize the video. Now if the video wasn't in English as well, it will translate it and then do the summarizing for you. Now you can see here's a summary of the whole video. Now basically going through this summary could be really time consuming. So what do? We come over to where it says mind map. Now you can see here is the mind map. Now you can download it and then basically let me just zoom in. You can see you can just zoom in like this. So now guys, when it comes to actually shooting my content, I actually don't use AI for this section. Obviously you can't use AI to actually shoot your videos. So for this I actually use a simple, so now I don't use any expensive camera. As you can see, I use my iPhone 11 as the camera. And for the microphone, I'm actually using the BM800 microphone, which is connected to my laptop, which is right in front of me. Now this is basically how I do my shooting setup. So basically AI cannot help you shoot your videos. So for that you obviously need a camera. Unless you are not interested in using cameras to shoot your videos, then you can go to AI. So the only time consuming part of my content creation work is basically when it comes to shooting the videos, because AIs cannot help me with this. I have to do it myself. Now for the next aspect of it is basically the editing. So basically AI gave us the idea, the script, the title. We also use it to actually sneak on other people's content. Now after recording with my iPhone 11, the next part is basically the editing aspect as well, because there are so many AIs out there that people claim that can actually help them edit videos, but the truth is that for videos like mine, there's no way AI can actually give you 100% work at editing. So there are only two ways to this. It's either you outsource a video editor to actually cut short that workload on you, or basically for me, I basically do my editing myself, as I'm kind of good at editing, so I do use my own hands to do my editing. I use a video editing software like DaVinci Resolve Studio. Now you can see for this one it's showing media offline because I basically deleted the medias off my laptop already. So after working I delete the media off. That's why I see that it's showing offline already. So guys, now the next tedious part when it comes to content creation is basically the thumbnail editing. Now when it comes to the thumbnail editing, I know you're probably wondering, how do people come up with their thumbnail ideas and so forth, because some of us can't just imagine it. I can actually imagine how I want my thumbnails to look. Now basically when it comes to the thumbnail editing, it's basically simple. I use ChatGPT to come up with the idea of the kind of thumbnail I need. So here's what I tell ChatGPT. Now basically I give ChatGPT this prompt and I sit back and the ChatGPT give me some concepts about thumbnails that I can actually design for this particular title. Now you see, now I don't have to sit back thinking some heavy thinking about how I'm going to come up with my thumbnails. ChatGPT basically do that for me. Now you give me a simple, you can see concept 1, concept 2, concept 3, concept 4. Now basically what I do is simply I then sit back and I just think of which of this one will actually work best, and at times I can design 2 of them and see which of them perform. After a week then I'll change it to the other one to see which of them is actually going to perform best. So basically for me, I would say now I don't stress myself again. The next thing I simply do is simply with all these ideas I debate on which of them I need. Once I agree, I come over to Photoshop and then I do my editing. Now some of you, if you look at my images, you notice that my images are not really that great when shot naturally. Like, let me show you here. You can see here is the raw form of this image. However, in order for me to upscale this image, I also use ChatGPT to actually do that. All I do is simply I come over to select, I come over to subject. Now once ChatGPT suggests it, select the particular image of here, then I can go over there and then go modify it. Now for the images I use on my thumbnail, I basically at times I take screenshots from my videos, and at times I just set my camera and then video myself and basically just do some reaction. Maybe I can do some simple posting like Like basically I just do all these postings in a video, then I take screenshot of it, come over to my video, to my Photoshop like this, and then I basically just cut them off the background and then create a fresh background and place them on it. So now when it comes to my content creation process, the whole workflow is basically easy. You can see that I don't stress myself with my brain anymore. The only part that I take care of is basically the video recording, the editing, and then the thumbnail designing. Now, instead of, at first I used to spend hours on the research part. Now I no longer do that again, as AI has actually helped me do that. Now the next thing from here is basically uploading the video. Now when it comes to uploading, you don't need AI to upload, as we all know that what on YouTube here, you basically have to give it to YouTube. You just have to go over to your YouTube studio, click on upload, and then your video gets uploaded. So in case you want to use any of these AI tools, you can actually let me know that in the comment section. I'll give you a straight up link to them if you actually want it that way. Now for those of you who want to sign up to VidIQ, want to use VidIQ and then get more, because with VidIQ Premium you get more leverage and then more access to a lot of information about your channel, helps you do more in-depth keyword research without limitation. And the best part is that what it costs less than $20 to actually, all you need to do is simply even use this discount code I'm showing on your screen right now, and you're going to get a huge discount on your VidIQ subscription. So basically you can use my link that will be available in this video description to sign up for VidIQ as well, so that it can help you do some keyword research to know which video exactly you should talk about on your channel. And this will also make a lot of things easier. As you can see, I did keyword research within the video and so much to actually know an idea of the sort of video I want to create. So guys, this is basically how I use AI to streamline my workflow, so I don't stress myself with the brain aspect of it. I just take care of the physical aspect. The AIs do the brain work, I do the physical aspect. So see you in my next video. Bye.